Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you what Rammus can do with the buffed Lethal Tempo for Season 12. For our runes, we have Lethal Tempo, Triumph, the Alacrity, and 𝗕𝐂𝐀𝐋𝐒. Secondary runes, I took Nimbus and Celerity. You can take pretty much anything for your secondary runes, though. If you're going to run Ignite, make sure you have Nimbus. I decided to go for Ghost because their team has a lot of melee champions, so I figured in team fights I'll get Ghost resets, and that'll be really strong. I'm going to start my recall ward. I already told my teammates I don't need a leash, just keep watch. If you don't actually ask for a leash, then your teammates will generally keep watch if you ask them to, because they feel like, oh, I don't have to leash him. Yeah, there's a weird bit of lag. My graphics card is jank. So yeah, Rammus, his clear is very optimal off of raptors into red golems. He doesn't need leash for it. It's super fast. He's actually clears pretty slow off the bot side. You can kill a raptor with just one W. We got here a little bit late. You want a W once they all start to attack you, so you're going to auto wait like half a second, then W. It's only going to slow or clear down 2 seconds from that lag. I wanted to back and get oracles for ganks. You want to get your ward down to make sure that you're not getting cheese level 1. At this point, you're going to get your E. Going to flick it on, turn on your W, and chunk it down. Rammus struggles the most against really high health monsters. He kills multi-target camps like raptors and wolves really easily. Because of his W, they just bash themselves up against it. It's like a little thorn mail. If the enemy jungler is super high healing like Warwick or Xin Zhao, I would highly recommend going Ignite. You can actually solo them if you do that. Lethal Tempo is very good on Rammus. Having 90% bonus attack speed is insane. Plus his passive gives him on-hit damage for his autos, so it synergizes really well. Looks like Yasuo just got first blooded by a Kali. She didn't go for Conquer, so she's not going to scale very well. Her burst isn't going to be able to cut through our team. We have an enchanter, so she's kind of out of luck. We did a 3 can't clear, finish 240, no leash. I don't think we're going to be able to like get a gank though. Might be able to kill more depending on what he's doing. Maybe not. We have a potential gank mid. I was hoping he was on blue and I could mess with him. Alright, we're going to go ahead and ghost. It lasts longer than our Q, and now we're going to Q in. Go right into a Kali. We hit her with our E when she was out of our auto attack range. Moore just killed himself. He just messed up. That Yasuo tornado is huge. Now I'm going to auto these to get them low for Yasuo to take. That way he can get all the gold, and we're still both getting 80% of the total XP. He needs to reset anyways. That was huge. Your E has more range than your auto attacks on Rammus. So if you can, try to taunt them. Unless they have a dash. If they have some way to get away, you're going to have to E them immediately after hitting them with Q. But in this case, her smoke screen was on cooldown. She already used her dashes, so we waited to use our E so we could auto twice, then E, suck her back in. Got a lot of attack speed. Going to come up behind Jhin here. Amazing bait from my bot lane. Well played by them. Gonna just go for the Thresh taunt. Already got the Jhin flash. We're not going to be able to follow this in. The Jhin heal was too much. Try not to take the last hits, just take minion XP. Minion XP is all you need. You don't need the gold at all. Once you're level, kind of like level 3 and up, you can take blue and gromp at the same time pretty comfortably with the AoE on your W. You will lose a lot of health for it. I kind of want to back anyways to get my items. With Lethal Tempo Rammus, you can kind of build whatever you want to. You can build attack speed style items. You can build Titanic Hydra, which I have done before. But you do have options, so don't feel like you have to build tank or you have to build damage. You can build whatever one happens to be best on the situation, depending on how fed you are or depending on who's fed on the enemy team. Their team has double AP, double AD, and a support. So we'll decide whether or not we want armor or magic resist kind of as this game goes on. 𝗕𝐂𝐀𝐀𝐀 might still be our best first item rush. The tank jungle items got buffed a little bit for season 12. We're going to Q in. I'm hoping her smoke screen's still on cooldown. Oh, hey there, buddy. She just killed herself for that. That wasn't worth it all. I taunted her. She couldn't pinch off her last auto. Yasuo got the kill. I'll help him shove. I also want the XP, and plus I'm keeping him safe for Mord just in case Mord shows up. Our minions are in a weird spot, so it's hard for me to get on top of these. Yeah, he should have gotten all of those. Now we can reset. Now I'm almost level 6, guys. I'm gonna hit level 6 pre-6 minute because I've been sharing the XP with my laners. Oh. I have my R and I have level advantage. We both have the same amount of items, but I have lethal tempo, so he's actually losing this. Dude, we just soloed Mord. We had same items. I was 2 levels up. Wow. Lethal tempo Rammus is actually hilarious. I love this. I love this build so much. I'm going to reset here in a second. We literally hit level 6 before the 6-minute mark. That is why you leech waves, guys, because you both get... You're not splitting it 50-50. It's not cutting a sandwich in half. You literally both get nearly a full sandwich. You're creating something out of nothing. Breaks the laws of reality. OP. So for all you laners out there, next time your jungler starts leeching off your wave after a successful gank, let him leech the XP. Let him do it. That's all they have. Yeah, we'll go chem tank. It's whatever. We'll get tier 2 boots. I'll get... Yeah, you know what? I guess we're not going to. I'm taking forever to buy my items here. I guess we could just get Merc Treads. Whatever. Yeah, you don't want to spend that long in base. I'm having trouble deciding what to buy. Their ADs are behind and their APs are ahead. I guess plated isn't that important against a Jhin Gangplank. They're not shredders. They're more bursty. It's not like a Twitch who's going to sit there and Giga auto you. We're going to look for a gank here with our Q and our Ghost. Hey, bud. Sorry to do this to you, Mord. You're about to get lethal tempoed, baby. We got ghost resets off that. Oh, it's warded. I'll go mid. She's gonna try to stop me on his red buff because they know I'm over there. I got the taunt off. I'm gonna run into her with my Q and then I'm gonna save my R as a gap closer. She had her flash, unfortunately. Is what it is. Their bot lane's gonna rotate into me. She's gonna stay. Her smoke screen's gonna be on cooldown. She might have her dash though. Aww. I'm dead. She outplayed me, dude. Massive 𝗕𝐂𝐈 outplay. She still had ignite. And I took way too many turret shots. She pegged me hard with that electrocute proc. We'll keep going in for chem tank. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll probably go for Titanic next. After chem tank. I don't think Murmogs is that good of an item. I think Deadman's has been over nerfed. Force of Nature got some big buffs. If they were more AP heavy, I could get it. Force of Nature makes you really fast when you're in combat and they're hitting you with the magic damage. GP's low. We could go dive him top. Gwen might just build dive him without me, in all honesty. Please tell me I don't reset this. I've never done that before on Rammus. I wanted to see if I could, and apparently you can. Very nice. I'll take it. Boom. One shot. It's a drive-by. Should be able to solo Mord. He didn't get the gold on me. It was 𝗕𝐂𝐈. 𝗕𝐂𝐈's gonna be quiet. Ooh, why are these guys over here, though? I think I'm just dead. Oh, never mind. What is going on? I guess 𝗕𝐂𝐈 wants shutdown? I feel like she could have just killed me. Hey, bud. Stand still. This won't hurt me. Gotcha. I'm gonna outrun him. Yeah, I think I actually win this because of lethal tempo. Wait, never mind. I don't. He can't kill me, though, because I'm underneath turret. Feels bad for him. GP even R'd for this. I thought I could kill him, and it's like, wait a minute. This isn't going to turn out. Yeah, that was scary. I'm also out of mana, too. We'll chunk this down. Back for chem tank. Should be able to buy it after this camp. Even though Rammus isn't a high-tier jungler, he's definitely stronger for Season 12 than he was in Season 11. In Season 11, there wasn't Other than the very start of season 11, he was pretty crap for pretty much the whole season. Getting planks over shoved. We're gonna flick on sweeper. We'll start our Q from here. Red smite him. I'm gonna hold on to my E. Now I'm gonna use it as he's starting to get outside of my auto attack range. Bonk. I had to use Ghost because Gwen didn't react. GP also got a nice barrel slow off on me. It is what it is. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Nice. This 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀 is really like thirsty. She needs to focus on just kind of winning her own lane, I think. Just my opinion. When you over roam, a lot of times you'll just fall behind. Like she's down in so much in CS to Yasuo, who's losing lane. So she's over roaming. Enemy bot lane's full HP, plus it's a Thresh. That's going to be hard to gank. We'll leave that alone. We'll pull these together. Chem tanks AoE. My W's AoE. So it's my Q. I can also apply my jungle item burn to both of them at once this way. Alright. Jhin hasn't backed yet. He's still chilling. Yasuo soloed her. That's fantastic. I think Mord's gonna... I assume Mord wins this. Yeah, I saved him. Chem tank him to slow him down at point blank range. And he's dead. Still had my R. You can have the minions. And when you give your teammates the minions like that, they usually don't mess with you. Like, they don't try to steal your camps from you while you're doing it. As long as your teammates think that you think you're doing the right thing and you're trying to help them, a lot of times they'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Just don't take the last hit. Yasuo, don't do it. Don't do it, Yasuo, no. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. I can't take this. Yasuo was backing. I'm going to get 3-man pinched. Now they think I'm on dragon, but I'm going to leave it. I am going. Is this diveable? Yeah, I don't like it. I think it is, but not by much. Got my red smite on her. She's not really hurting me. Hey, call it. Right into refill. She's taking a lot of damage from that. Ooh, I got a pinch on these guys. That should be a double knock-up. Just a Thresh. Straight into my taunt. Ooh. I have chem tank here. I can tank this. I'm chilling. Got my taunt on her. Huge Lulu knockup. I think Yasuo lives. Nice. Rammus is so good for taking turrets on his W. We're just chilling there, taking it like it's nothing. Yasuo and Jinx get to run him down for 10 years. All right. Not bad, not bad. Lethal Tempo Rammus has some... I think it could actually be better than Predator Rammus as long as the enemy team is melee heavy. This was actually a really good game for Lethal Tempo Rammus since they have 4 melee champs. Their only range is Jhin. I can stack up my Lethal Tempo very consistently against them. If they're more ranged heavy, or if you feel like you don't have any easy lane to gank, then I think Predator Rammus is better in that case, which I've made a video on as well. Thing is, Predator Rammus doesn't have as much solo carry potential past the early game because Predator doesn't give you nearly as much solo damage as Lethal Tempo does. Predator is really just for early mid-game ganks and late-game picks, but the picks do require your teammates to follow up on that, and if they don't, then you can't do anything. We're gonna speed over to this. You always go for the Q-Max on Rammus. The cooldown gets lower, and this is your main form of mobility, so you kind of need it. I'm gonna ping her to take it. I don't like to type. Typing's a waste of time. I'll even smite it to show her I'm a nice guy. So now she thinks I'm trying to help out. Little does she know. We're gonna hold on to our taunt. We've been autoing him this whole time. That's how you taunt, baby. Taunt like a champ. Look at that attack speed, so sexy. That's what the ladies like. If you're single and ready to mingle and you're trying to get a lady, you gotta pick up the Lethal Tempo Rammus, show them how it's done. I remember when I met my current wife. I should just say it when I met my wife. When I say current, it makes it sound like I plan on getting rid of her, which is not the case. Anyways, when I first met her, she was very impressed with my Jack Stronghold at the time. And it just depends. Different people are impressed by different champs. Rammus isn't the most flashy. If you can get good engages, still impressive. Walk out. We have Ghost on. Gotta go fast. Oh my goodness. We're gonna R away. Your R goes through all CC, so if you're getting like Malphite R'd or snared or whatever, as long as you press R before it lands, your R will take you to Valhalla. Take you to a better place. It'll take you to Mark Zuckerberg's meta, where everyone is his slave to do everything he says as he pleases, as he buys up the complete state of Hawaii. He really likes that state. There's a controversy I vaguely remember years ago where he's buying up a massive acreage for himself, and it was like really controversial because it's essentially land ownership on a really large scale is essentially theft, and people viewed it that way when it came to Hawaii, at least, because there's a lot of the natives there are really poor. When they got colonized by the US, obviously the invaders kind of got full control of the resources for the most part and the means of production. So it's a weird situation. A lot of times people don't see mass land ownership as theft, but in really blatant cases they start to realize where you're back on the feudal system where you have lords and kings and the serfs just work under and beneath them with little rights and benefits and whatnot, and they don't actually own anything. And you can even hear at, I forget what it's called. It's like, oh Jesus, this is bad. I should have R'd him there. I'm dead. I just killed myself. My bad. I'm goofing around. I was thinking about what it was called. It's like a conference with the most influential and wealthy people in the world, and one of the speakers even said something along the lines of just summarizing, in the future people will own nothing and they will be happy. That's a pretty close to a direct quote. That's a fairly dystopian future on borderlining like a metaverse where you don't actually own anything. It's just the illusion of, I don't know, just something interesting to think about. But let's wrap this game up. There's no reason to drag it out. Second item, you know, I'll get the Titanic. We'll get Titanic into Thornmail. If you're not really fed, just get Thornmail. I accidentally just canceled my Q, rip. Wow, impressive. Wow. Look at GP, he goes down. Imagine that. GP isn't good on a team that doesn't have a front line. Who would have thought? Their team needed an Anar, like a Malphite top. Hit the turret. Come on. He just did his thing away. Alright, I'm out of here. I'm rolling out Ninja Turtle style. Surprised Lulu sped me up because I was already gonna get away. I don't really want to fight this. Oh, poor Lulu. She's getting got right now. Oh, come on. It's all of them over here and we don't have any teammates. We might just have to give this. Taunt the Thresh. I really need a Jinx to pinch there. Now I'm tanking Dragon and 2 different people. Red Smite the GP, knocked him out of the Thresh Lantern with my Q. Yas can get that. I think I can chase down. Stay on him with autos. Taunt. Nice. Yeah, that should be GG's. If they don't surrender off that, I don't know what would make these guys surrender. I don't need this. He needs it more than I do. He's also really fed. He can do more with it. Nice. Big ace. I don't think I could get this turret. I'm kind of low on health. We need to kind of group up mid, and I don't want to throw away more shutdown gold than I already have. I haven't finished watching Arcane yet. About halfway through. I'm excited to finish it. It's pretty good. I like it when there's like there's a lot of shows that should be good, but they're not because they make them, or at least not for adults, because they make them a little too kid friendly. Like Harry Potter, the books were solid, the movies were made a little bit more kid friendly type situation, or different movies that should have been rated R end up being PG-13. They cut out a lot of more mature stuff. There's some stuff in Arcane that's pretty brutal, kind of like violent. Like there was a scene, I don't want to spoil too much, so this is a spoiler. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm about to spoil it for you, okay? So skip it or click off the video. But Echo literally like smacked Jinx in the face with a metal rod. It was insane. It's like the shock factor of that. It's wild. You don't see that very often. And he's like choking her for a second there. Anyways, that's the end of the spoilers. That's it. Oh man, I imagine most people have already seen it, but there's gotta be someone out there who hasn't. Anyways, let's wrap this game up. Even though we can solo anyone on their team, we're just gonna team fight, find picks for our team, make sure we're fighting with them. Yeah, I'll go for Baron. I'm on my way. They have no inhibs. We grab Baron, they lose by default. This is an easy way to wrap up the game. Even though Yasuo can tank it, I don't know why Wind Wall blocks Baron autos. That's kind of ridiculous. It's a bit much. They still need to nerf lifesteal for this season. They haven't done it yet. Got the knock up straight into EW. I mean, I do have lethal tempo, but this guy has Conqueror. And he gets to steal a lot of my stats when he Rs me, which makes it really hard to fight. Alright, I'm gonna Q Ghost for this. Oh, not like this! Oh, I died just so we could kill Jhin. Don't know if that's worth, but regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this buff Rammus jungle commentary guide for Season 12. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is kingstixbusiness. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Alright, looking at damage dealt, we had officially the 3rd highest damage in the game. I'm happy with that. That's solid considering all of our damage is kill damage, none poke. Damage taken, we had close to the most damage taken in the game, but if you take into account self-mitigated damage, we definitely had the most damage taken, which is pretty solid. Then looking at runes, we had 75 seconds of max uptime lethal tempo. That's over a minute of max out lethal tempo, which is really high because in a lot of situations we didn't even max it out because we'd kill him in a couple of autos on a gank. So very high. We got 2,000 health from Triumph and 400 gold. Really good. Alacrity got it by the 10-minute mark because we were pretty far ahead. Otherwise, it'd be around 12 or 15. Coup de Grace 500 damage. Nimbus 22 times activated. Celerity, an extra 12,000 units traveled. All in all, lethal tempo Rammus is pretty awesome.